And what were the clues that he was a bad guy? There were very few clues that he was a bad guy. But there was every clue that Anna was making a bad decision. She was told repeatedly that you don't marry a guy that you've just met that day. And the reality of these really big, important decisions is that you have to gather enough information to have confidence in your decision. If the fairy story that you're in is a cautionary tale about how women should go about selecting men, as opposed to a story about how men can be worthy of the women that they're looking for, then you need to take things slowly, and you need to pay attention, and you need to meet his family, and you need to find out whether he has bad breath, and whether he picks his nose, and whether he has good table manners, and you need to think about how much you care about those things. It's great that we have stories that tell men that they should be good and heroic and clean their rooms and save the kingdom and stand straight and tall and all of those wonderful things. It's good to have those stories. But if one of the biggest and most important choices that you're going to make in your life is to select a partner, and I think that while historically that's very much a female choice, I think that it would be good if men paid a bit more attention to their selection of a partner as well. I think there's easily every lesson in this movie can be applied to men and not just to women. But it's a feminine story. Women are traditionally the gatekeepers of relationships. And if you are the gatekeeper of your relationships, then you need to spend the time that it takes to get it right, and not just go for a guy who is a good guy, but to choose a guy who is going to be good for you. And Hans is going to be good for the kingdom, maybe. He's interested in having a wealthy and prosperous kingdom, and he understands that taking care of the peasants and appeasing the nobles is an important part of that. But women these days have a tendency to aim for more than that. They want their emotional lives to have some warmth in them. And Hans is the wrong guy from that point of view. And it's not until the gloves come off, not until he loses his composure, not until you get beyond the surface that you can really tell what you're in for. So, Hans finishes monologuing